Hey friends, I'm just singing along with Leontine Price, a famous opera singer who comes up quite a bit in Husky by Justin Sayre that we've been reading. And I don't know, maybe I'm going to start listening to a lot of opera now. It's pretty cool stuff. Okay, fifth grade. So today we're going to read some of chapter 5 together, and then you're going to read the rest of 5 and 6 on your own. And we're going to think about characters' actions, thoughts, and dialogue. Today you're going to work with our main character, Ducks. I'm going to fill out this tracker, this graphic organizer, with the secondary character named named Sophie. So this should change that real quick. So I'm going to look for some of her actions, the things she does, her thoughts, the things she thinks, and her dialogue, the things she says, and then I'm going to use those to think about her traits, what she's like as a person, and try and come up with some trait theories. So here we go. I'm going to read to you using my phone on Open eBook. And so I have the app open, and I'm already at a random page, so I can actually go to the start of chapter 5. Hit that button and go to the start of chapter 5. And again, if you don't have Open eBook on a tablet or a phone, that's fine. You can read this on the PDF. So here I go at chapter 5. I have a few pages to read before we see our character Sophie. Most mornings in the summer, even this late in the summer, I get to sleep in. It's a thing we all know, but don't talk about. But now Nanny gets anxious about it. You'll sleep your life away, Ducks, and you'll regret it. I've never found this to be true. I love to sleep and really, really love my bed. Why can't I stay in it? It's super soft, and I have t-shirt sheets which feel like t-shirts but are sheets. Thank you, inventors of America. I can have the door closed in my small room at the top of our brownstone on 7th Street and 7th Ave, and I can be myself exactly as I want to be. What's so wrong about that? I always want to stay in bed, especially today. It's been 2 days since Ellen asked me about Sophie's birthday makeover thing, and I still don't know if I'm definitely not invited or if it's something else. I don't know. Nothing. Mom hasn't mentioned it to me, which is super weird because she and Sophie's mom talk about everything every day. Maybe Mom knows, and like Ellen just doesn't want to tell me. Maybe she's even going because it's something like crazy fun and they're all going without me. They'll all be sitting around eating pizza or something really nice like caviar. I barely know what that is, but they'll be going to a really nice fancy spa places and doing fancy spa things, and I won't even be allowed in the door. I'll have to stay home because no one likes me. No one. I should just wear my cool dude shirt and seal the deal forever. These are the only times I hate being in my room. Yes, it's nice and soft, but it can also be a place where I think terrible, terrible things, one after another, and there's nothing or no one there to stop me. Just more and more, thought after thought, until I imagine Juan Diego Flores, he's an opera guy, singing Sophie's favorite song to her as a birthday gift, which is a thing that would never happen in the real world. Sophie doesn't even know who he is, but in my bed alone, it's just another great thing that happens at the makeover party that everyone gets invited to, except me. It's definitely time to get up. Nanny can hear every single thing that happens in every corner of the house, even though she's 3 flights down, and Jock's TV's tied to the top of the refrigerator is blasting. She knows every creak and where it comes from, and no matter where she is, she knows what's going on. So the minute, no, really the second I open my door, I hear, "Well, he's finally up!" And what's he bound to do today? I know I should be used to it, but it's still so loud, and the first thing in my day that always makes me step back a little. So I make a face, which somehow makes something in the house shift because, and don't you make that face, Ducks, I see you and I don't like it. I'd say that this is impossible, not unless she has cameras everywhere, but she's always right. So I guess I haven't found them yet. Or she just knows the house. We live in her old brownstone, which she's always lived in since she came to America. My grandfather, Jock, lived in it before he met her. He grew up in this house too. It's an interesting thing about New York. If you have a nice place, you stay in it forever. It's the only reason we can still live here in Park Slope because we've owned the house forever. If we didn't, we'd have to move away. It would be too expensive, especially for a brownstone like this. Brownstones are these skinny houses, one right next to another, and they're tall, 4 floors high, usually, or 3. We have 3, like most of the ones on our block. In the basement, or really like the ground, is the kitchen and the dining room, and that's where Nanny spends most of her day. That or in the garden right out the back door. She used to go out there to smoke, but now she just goes out to look. She says she needs air. Right above that is the living room and the library, which sounds very fancy, but it's not. Mostly books Jock had about fixing things and an encyclopedia from 1983. Occasionally, Mom adds something of her own to the library, like Eat, Pray, Love, which she was obsessed with 3 years ago. She got so into it that Nanny and I really wondered if she was just going to run away someday and go eat, pray, and love, all by herself, leaving us behind. She made us watch the movie too, at least 20 times. I get to keep my records in there. Above the living room I get to keep my records in there. Above the living room and library is Nanny's room. She has her own bathroom and sitting room, which only she sits in. Above that is Mom and me, which means mostly just me. Mom uses her bed maybe 4 hours a night, maybe, and that's if she makes it up here at all. Usually she falls asleep on the couch or even at the kitchen table, and then she's off again. Maybe she does need some time to eat, pray, and love. So what is it? What are you up to today? Nanny yells up at me. I'm going to shower first, I yell. Sounds good then, but come when you're dressed. Come here to me now. All right. Mom and I share the bathroom on the top floor, so I have to walk through her room to get to it. For a little time when Mom was just with my dad, Nanny and Jock made our floor an apartment and rented it out. My room used to be a pantry. It's lucky they kept the bathroom, otherwise we'd have to share a shower with Nanny, and that's a sacrifice none of us are really up to make. When I walk through Mom's room, it's always really still, and the bed is always made. Nanny makes it every day. She always thinks she wants things to be nice for Mom. All of us do. Mom works so hard, and she's seriously the nicest person ever. She deserves a nice bed, even if she barely uses it, and a clean bathroom, which is my job. I love to take a really long, really hot shower. The water on me and the steam, I like it so much, I sometimes forget to wash. Sometimes I play music, but mostly not, and definitely not today. 3 yells and a "come down to me now" from Nanny means quick in and out. In fact, as soon as I turn off the water, I hear, "Ducks, come down to me now, your friend from up the road is here." My friend from up the road is usually Sophie, but it could mean anyone. Up the road to Nanny could mean anywhere in any direction away from the house. I need to get down there as soon as I can before Nanny starts talking to whoever it is. She'll talk about a lot, and it all teeters on a little rude. She's not actually rude, she's really lovely, but the loudness doesn't help her.